Hey everyone! Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're talking about something that so many English learners experience. I can understand, but I can't speak.
Yeah, this is super common. A lot of learners can watch movies, understand conversations, even read books in English, but when it's time to talk, they freeze.
If this happens to you, don't worry, you're not alone. We're going to explain why this happens and, more importantly, how to fix it.
And by the end of this episode, you'll have practical strategies to help you start speaking more confidently.
Alright, let's dive in.
Why can we understand but not speak? Okay, let's start with the most obvious reason. You're not speaking enough.
Okay, first, let's talk about why this happens. Why can you understand English but struggle to speak?
The biggest reason? You're not speaking enough.
Exactly. Think about how most people learn English. They read textbooks. They do grammar exercises. They listen to podcasts or watch movies.
But do they actually speak? Not really.
Yeah. And learning a language without speaking is like trying to learn to swim by watching videos. You might understand how to swim, but if you never get in the water, you won't actually learn.
So if you don't speak regularly, of course, speaking will feel difficult.
The second big reason? Fear.
Oh, yeah, this is a huge one. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes.
They think, what if I say something wrong, or what if people laugh at me?
But let me ask you a question. Do you laugh at someone who makes mistakes in your native language?
Probably not. In fact, most native speakers don't care if you make mistakes. They're just happy that you're trying to speak their language.
And mistakes are a normal part of learning. Think about little kids. When they learn to speak, they make tons of mistakes.
Right? But do they stop talking? No. They just keep going.
Another common problem is that many learners translate in their heads instead of thinking directly in English.
Oh, this is a big one. If you're constantly translating, your brain is working twice as hard.
Exactly. Imagine this. You want to say, I had a great day. First, you think of it in your native language. Then, you translate it into English. Then, you try to say it.
And by the time you're ready, the conversation has already moved on.
Another reason is that sometimes learners just don't know what to say.
Yeah, they know lots of words, but when they need to form a sentence, they freeze.
This happens because they haven't practiced real-life conversations.
Exactly. Speaking is a skill. The more you practice, the easier it gets.
And the last reason? Confidence. Some people actually know a lot of English, but they feel like they're not good enough to speak.
And the truth is, confidence comes with practice. The more you speak, the more natural it feels.
All right, now that we know the problem, let's talk about solutions.
How to fix this and start speaking fluently. The first solution is simple. Speak every day.
Yeah, even if you don't have a speaking partner, just talk to yourself.
Describe what you're doing. I'm making coffee. I'm walking to work. I'm writing an email. Next, try shadowing. This means listening to a native speaker and repeating exactly what they say as soon as possible.
Yeah, it helps with pronunciation and thinking in English faster.
You can do this with movies, podcasts, or YouTube videos.
Another great way to improve is to find a speaking partner.
Yes, join a language exchange group, find a tutor, or even just talk to yourself if you don't have a partner yet. To stop translating, try thinking directly in English.
Start with small thoughts. Instead of thinking "je vais au magasin" and translating, just think, I'm going to store. Another tip, learn full phrases instead of just words.
Right? Instead of learning confused, learn I'm a bit confused. Can you explain? And finally, just accept that mistakes are part of learning.
The more mistakes you make, the faster you improve. So keep speaking. All right, before we finish, let's go over some important words we use today.
Good idea. First up, record. I mentioned recording yourself speaking.
Right. To record means to save your voice or video so you can listen to it later. Like, if you don't have a speaking partner, record yourself speaking and listen for mistakes.
Exactly. Next is shadowing. That's when you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say right away.
Yeah, shadowing helps you improve pronunciation and speak more naturally. I've been trying it with podcasts.
That's a great way to do it. Now let's talk about confidence.
Oof, a big one. Confidence is believing in yourself and your abilities. The more you practice speaking, the more confidence you get.
Yep. And here's the tricky part, fear. A lot of people are afraid to speak English because they don't want to make mistakes.
I totally get that. But mistakes are part of learning. If you let fear stop you, you'll never improve.
Exactly. And the last one, freeze. Like when someone asks you a question in English and your brain just stops working.
Haha, yeah. To freeze means you get nervous and don't know what to say. But the more we practice, the less we'll freeze.
Yep. So let's keep practicing. So the main message? Just start speaking.
Exactly. Thinking and speaking in English takes practice. But if you do it daily, you'll improve fast.
See you in the next episode.